situation.
Those camber arms are pretty strong.
Like electronic, so there's like a delay.
Yeah. No delay.
I like the cable better.
Yeah. So my FD has it's like drive by wire, so it's like wireless. Like the pedal is electronically controlling its auto body. Yeah. Cable driven. So yeah, this one's cable driven. It's just more simple with cable driven. Yeah, like more responsive. Yeah, so it's instant. So more reliable, I guess.
$270 horsepower?
He wasn't cool. 270 horsepower. Alright, so what was we saying? We're gonna switch it over to speed density. Get it up. Get it without using the map sensor. Because the map might be in like a turbulent area. I tried fixing that by doing like a straight shot with the tubing, but we're gonna go based off manifold pressure instead of using the map. Basically, okay. Speed density too.
Okay, so he's saying this piece. Gotcha.
Basically, speed density tunes, you bypass the map.
I mean, it'll work, right?
Yeah, that's what a lot of guys do. Like my Subaru doesn't.
Oh.
Like your peak torque's at 46, 4800. Your peak horsepower, this cam is unknown, probably around 6. No, lots of horsepower. Yeah, horsepower has a peak climates of 6. It should anyway. It's like your.
It sounds better.
Yeah, it's definitely better. It has a little lean. It's definitely a lot lean while plugged on the floor. I'm just chipping away at it, man. You know, when torque comes in, peak is like. No, actually, I think so. Oh, it's going really good. Yeah. Like I said, you have an unknown cam set up. I mean, you don't know if it's a narrow LSA or. We'll see where the horsepower peaks at, see what the power curves look like, and then we'll make determinations based on that. Yeah, really, really nice shit, man. It says GM has strategies that are just better than everybody else, man. Like, and not many people want to do speed density. I don't know if anybody would do this. I love doing it. I think it's fun. But most tuners just want to flick the mass air on at 100 RPM and just do all mass air and But so they didn't grow up. Growing up on speed density like I did.
So what do you know what yours is?
Mine's 420 crank.
What's the fucking dyno do you think?
Yeah. Then we'll see what we're making.
Crank probably like high throughs.
Yeah, high throughs. Yeah.
We're still chipping away at this. Next to it.
Yeah, if it's over, I feel like if it's over 360 wheel, that's what I'll be happy with that. So we are incrementally seeing progress. We did 4 pulls so far. I think the last one was full throttle. Originally we started at like 270 horse and then 290, and then now it's at 330 to the wheels. The tuner was saying that's like 400 horsepower, which is pretty awesome at the crank, but at the wheels it's at like 330. But they're seeing it's dropping a little bit lean partway through the run, so we're gonna tweak some more stuff and see if we can get that number up a little higher and safer. And then earlier we were checking for a vacuum leak, so a bunch of little small things here and there, but let's see how this one goes. Sounds better than my RX-7, my LS3 RX-7. Yeah. Ooh, 359, right around 360.
Yeah, we're picking up some hot air in the intake, so. You know, leaving a fender well would be nice to do.
That's where it was before.
You know,
but I thought that'd be too much turbulence for the map, so I just made it straight shot.
Now you're SD, so fuck
yeah, so it doesn't matter. Oh,
get some cold air in that beast.
Yeah,
you know.
I still have that 90 elbow, so I'll just throw it back where it was.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe I could find you an elbow if you do it now, just to make sure.
Yeah. So basically, now that we're on speed testing, I'm not using the map. So I can get some cooler things by dropping that filter down that fender belt. I have the 90 at home. I should have brought it. I should have helped with the intake test.
So they're saying the intake is getting hot air because of the way it's sitting. So they're gonna look for like a 90 degree and kind of drop it down to where it can pull cold air.
He's gonna look for a 4-inch, like 90. But in the meantime, I'm gonna just spray out just quite some dirt.
Alright, so we kind of rigged up the new intake setup, but now it should get all the cold air. Just 500
wheel horsepower.
Now but it looks kind of funny.
This is getting clean air.
Check it out.
This one out a little bit.
It's sticking out the hood, but at least it'll get all the cold air from these 2 giant fans, or these 3 fans. Too close to the headers and heating up the air coming in. So now we got just true cold air. It's like totally out of the engine bay. So after the last run we hit 370. So now we're gonna switch it back to the previous filter. Let's see how much it drops now.
See, 10 horsepower drop.
Alright. I agree.
10 horsepower.
I agree. So we're gonna think it's gonna drop to like 360.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's impressive. That's impressive. Only dropped 5 horsepower. So that's totally good.
It's just from hot air, dude. It's taking all that hot air.
Yeah. I mean, that's realistic what you're going to be running.
Well, the one I have is going to drop it down.
Yeah.
And that's going to keep it cooler.
Yeah. But I mean, right now you have the hood open too. So.
Right.
So I mean, just realistically, that's but that's still freaking good. Like. Pretty good. Pretty good. take back everything I said about this car.
I'll go back to that clip where you're like, I told you not to.
Told you not to.
I told you so.
Oh man, now, yeah, definitely this car is worth it for what you got it for. Now we gotta do a drag race with the FD, my LS3 FD versus this car. That'll be cool.
That'll be interesting. Two drift cars doing a drag race. Yeah, that's good enough.
Hell yeah, dude. Damn.
That sounds way better.
So we've got the car towed back and unloaded off the trailer. Not gonna lie, I feel like it looks pretty mean with no hood on it.
Yeah.
Just showing off the the big old LSX plenum there, and I mean, earlier was the footage inside the car. Now Jeremy's gonna show you guys a quick rip from the outside, how it sounds, because it sounds like a totally different car now. It sounds like a totally different beast, with the cams screaming and it actually running smoothly and pulling all the way to redline. So
yeah, now it actually, you can pull through the power band. Like before you could get to like 3K before it would start to like sputter and like fuel cut, which was super lame. But now like you can really go all the way to like 6K, get peak horsepower. I think peak torque's like 4K, I don't know. I always forget, but now I can actually go all the way through the power band, which is awesome. So.
all right, I think we'll end it there, but we'll close out the video with a nice rip. And enjoy the sound. I love it.
See you guys on April 5th for the next drift event. That'll be here.